Welcome to the Van Conen Sessions, where our opinions may vary, but our God-given rights are forever merged into liberty and justice for all.
I feel the light shine through the window. I hear the wind blow through the trees.
How we doing today, folks? Welcome to the Van Conen Sessions. Today we're going to discuss music with hopefully Jesse Ford and Patrick Heffron, right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Patrick
Just want to make
Heffron.
sure.
Patrick
And
is another Pecker like ourselves.
hey.
And Jesse is, he's in Tupelo, Mississippi. If he's over there
If he's over there.
getting in,
Yep, we're just waiting for some
waiting
replies
for
or
participants.
yeah, participants.
We are waiting for participants. Don't
We
be
don't have
worried.
we don't have particip shorts. Yeah,
So,
that's kind
right,
of hard to say if you're not really thinking about it, you know.
just the shorts, whatever. But yeah, so we decided we were going to do a series on music, and I actually spoke with Michael Brody from Georgia this afternoon, and he is hopefully going to join us next week. We'll catch up with him, see where he's at, as
Always
he's
great having Michael on.
he just did a show in Florida this I think last night actually.
Super
Pretty sure he
cool.
did a show in Florida, so he's been pretty busy and he's growing, which is good. Glad for him.
Absolutely.
In the music series, we've also talked about doing the best drummer thing, and top 10 drummers or whatever, but I actually kind of went on and come up with a list of 25, which I may just throw in a Excel sheet and organize it from A to Z. That way I don't have to pick the
Right.
best, you know what I'm saying? Kind of hard.
Yeah, it's out of my top 10. It's a little hard for me to like put a number one or a number, you know what I mean?
Right,
It's hard to itemize or numerize the list.
right,
I just know that, yeah, I'll save it for that for when we
right.
talk
Yeah.
about
So very hard to,
it.
very hard to choose. I mean, that's nearly impossible, like I said. And just like guitar players, I'd actually run into a link that I shared with you this morning or last night. Found an interview
Oh
with
man,
Alex Van Halen. Uh, what's it? Uh, what's his name?
Cooper.
Anderson Cooper. Yeah, their CNN interview. I was actually shocked to see that. It was a very good interview. So if you said you've seen it all the way through. Uh, pretty neat.
Oh,
Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Look at there. Our first guest is appearing below. It appears to be
it appears to be.
asked to unmute. Please unmute yourself and step away from the Facebook platform.
Can you hear me?
Like, there he is. How you doing?
Hey,
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. Thanks for joining us.
Sure.
We are just waiting to see if Jesse Ford's going to show up. In the meantime, we can just yak away and discuss our little bit of upbringing and music and where we're at, things we got going on. And been a long while. I was telling Bret, you're a Pecker like the rest of us. So
Right.
we went to school together a long time ago, man.
Long time. I think, would you graduate? 92?
92, yeah.
92. So I was 96. I think you might have graduated with my brother, Dill.
What's his name? Dell?
Dill.
Huh. I don't know if I remember him or not.
Yeah, he's a football guy. He was only there 1 or 2 years. And, I obviously spent a lot more time. When I got there, it was 5th grade.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. And then we moved away a lot. They had military. So,
Oh, yeah, we spoke about that there, I think last week or something. We talked. So, yeah, in the music scene, whoever wants to go first, I don't know if we're going to get Jesse Ford on or not. Hopefully he shows up. But
if he does, yeah, I think he said he was limited on time. So if you want to go to him and talk to him first, that'd be fine.
Yeah, if he's
Yeah,
he's been sent a link, so if he doesn't show up, I guess he doesn't show up. But in the meantime,
I think he's working on it. He said he just took the puppy out, so
oh,
within a
gotcha.
few minutes he should be here.
Well, in the meantime, I can just tell you a little bit about my background in music. You know, we talked there, Pat, the other day, and I did percussion in school, grade school, probably sixth grade, I think it was. That's where I started out, but it never went anywhere. I think I did a show or two, like the Christmas program or something, and then that kind of went on the back burner for years until my later teens. I had a good friend, Phil Parsons. He got sold me my first guitar. Um, that got me started, and then that kind of went on the back burner for a few years. And then in my early 20s, I got back into it. Oh, here comes Jesse. And Brett got into drumming around that same time. He was only 3 years old when he started.
Your son, Brett, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, didn't even introduce you. Hey, Jesse, can you hear us?
Oh.
There
I'm
you
here.
All
What
right,
up,
man.
Brett?
Hey,
What up,
what's
Brett?
up, man?
How you doing, man?
What up, man?
Thanks for joining.
Oh, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. I've been seeing it. So nice to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate you
Ugh.
joining us, Pat. This is Jesse. None of us have actually met Jesse yet, so this is pretty cool. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad I could be here and share a
Definitely
little
good to
stuff,
have you.
share a little bit with you guys, meet you guys, and put a face to a name.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is just the first in our what we want to do a series about music. You know, kind of keep up with the times, talk about our past, our where we came from.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just telling Pat here that I started out on percussion in grade school, kind of escalated into guitar playing over the years. And then my oldest son, Brett here, which Haley thought was my brother, um, he started on drums
Yeah.
when he was 3 years old. So it's been fun, man. We did a lot of music. Don't play much anymore, but I see you got a little bit going on. If you want to tell us about what you got going on.
Yeah, I'm currently I got a distribution deal with a major record label. I was doing hip hop, and I'm turning it into like a Christian hip hop based kind of thing. I'm gonna take it outside of Empire. I'm kind of at war with them in a lawsuit right now. They don't want to pay me what they owe me, and then they wanted to restructure my contract and up their percentage, and then take creative control. And I wasn't allowing them to do that. So when I told them no, when I turned them down, they kind of flatlined my career. So I'm having to build it back from the ground up. So get to start out from the bottom again. So
Hey, stronger together, man. We'll try to get your name out there, and you know how
absolutely.
it goes.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about technology these days is we don't need those big platforms anymore. We can do it on our own if we can get the
Yeah,
funds.
yeah, absolutely. Especially unhelpful ones. When I signed with them in 2016, they were supposed to market my music to where it would match what I had when I gained their attention. And I came up through a guy named Easy Money and GMDS Entertainment, which was get motivated and do something. He had I was originated through him. He was paying me royalties, and then he went to prison, and I stopped getting my royalties, and I didn't understand why, and I didn't find out till like 7 or 8 months later that he had went to prison. So I reached out to Empire because he is signed to Empire, with a distribution deal as well, like what I have, and they ended up getting me my money from him. I guess they went to his wife or whatever. Well, we settled that. I closed that contract out, and then Empire had emailed me a few weeks later and asked me how much material I had. I was like, well, I'm sitting on like 20 albums right now, and that's basically what I did 24 hours a day. I was just writing music. I had a whole team that would promote my stuff on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter when it was still Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Different states. I had a promoter and I had a manager and all that. And I still have that manager, but I haven't spoke to her since the lawsuit got filed 4.5 years ago. I know that there's a 7-year term before there's a judgment in default. So right now they owe me about $515,000. I've accumulated 96.9 million streams since I was signed with them. I've dropped 10 of those 20 albums. They were out and accessible to the public until I filed the lawsuit. Once I did that, they pulled it all off. It's still on my Empire database where I can go in and see my royalties and see my streaming outlets that I'm on and the numbers. But all that's like froze right now. So
that
not
explains.
having that money, I had to.
That explains.
Yeah.
So
Right now,
I was trying to find you online, and I was having trouble. So I think that explains it. Some of your stuff, you know.
Yeah. I had a lot of the stuff my promoter and my manager had handled. I was strictly just write it, jump in the studio. I wasn't for social media. I wasn't at that time. I was aggressive, and I didn't know how to go about it the right way. So I just like, well, I'll pay you to do this. That way I don't have to worry about nothing but focusing on writing the music, going to the studio, having it recorded, and then sitting there with the producer to make sure it was produced the way that I wanted it. Because, you know, some producers will put their own spin on it. And I was stubborn about it. I was like, it's going to be my way, because if I'm paying you for it, it will be my way anyways.
Yeah, exactly. No doubt.
Yeah.
How did you end up in Mississippi?
I had got myself into some legal trouble, got in a high-speed chase, ran over a cat in the high-speed chase. I didn't intentionally run him over. I was going down the highway, and they threw the spike strip, but instead of him getting out of the way, when I went around it, he dove into the way, and my car pretty much sucked him underneath it. I drug him for a little bit. They gave me some serious time. I had a little bit of money saved up, so I bought my way out of most of it, but I still had to go do some time. And then between the fines that they gave me, which was around $220,000, I was getting nailed for. I didn't have a license, so that's why I didn't stop in the first place. But they nailed me for like $25,000. Yeah, they nailed me for $25,500 in 3 different counties for driving while suspended, and then $10,000 for some other fines for, you know, speeding over such and such, this much over the speed limit. Did a little bit of time in prison, got back out, linked up with a guy who was friends with a guy who ran a private contractor. So I would travel the United States, go to Lowe's, Home Depot, and Walmart and build their promotional items like their zero-ton motors, their Blackstone barbecue grills, their big old patio furniture. Worked out for a while. We came down to Mississippi to do a job in Corinth, which is about an hour north of me, or I think it's north or south. Still trying to figure out direction down here. But yeah. So I'm like, I don't know exactly where I'm at. I want to travel a little bit down here. But anyways, that company had folded after the Corinth job. They sent us to Minnesota, St. Cloud, Minnesota. We got to see the mall for a little bit. That next morning, we were supposed to go to St. Cloud to do some work up there at the Lowe's and Home Depot. But instead, we got a phone call to come back down here. The company had folded. Well, my buddy that brought me down here and hooked me up with the job, he decided he got homesick in Missouri. So him and his fiance at the time went back to Missouri. And I was like, well, I'm not going back to Missouri. That's the place I just got in trouble in, a bunch of trouble in. So
Right.
I was like, I'm done with that. So I came down here, me and my wife, we started a new life. Came down here in the shelter, got it stuff, you know, got jobs and got on our feet a little bit. Got this house, lived with a guy for a couple years to get established, and then we got this house, and then that went through. The landlord wouldn't put us on a paper lease, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna keep just throwing my money away. I want something. I want some kind of stability for my wife and my family, so I can bring my kids down here eventually. But that fell through. He wouldn't do that. I was like, well, I'm not throwing my money away. So we moved out of that house, came back to the shelter, and a little bit like a month later, babe? Yeah. Like a month later, I met a guy who had worked for my boss now. That guy screwed that up. But I wrote the number down, called my boss that day, and he came and met me, and I've been working with him for 3.5 months now, and I'm actually living in the camper that I'm buying from him. So,
cool.
you know, I'm starting to establish my own
Yeah, you said he's
stability.
blessed you a lot, and that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, he's been great. I got introduced to the church I'm at. I go there twice on Sunday. When they have revival, I'm there. I went this morning. My wife, we just got a new puppy, so my wife stayed home because I don't have a pet carrier to put it in. I didn't want it to tear the house up or get hurt. So she's
Right.
going tonight. That way we can both get tent with God in the same day. So I'm staying home with the puppy tonight. Got a little bit of music to work on. Wanted to do this with you guys, and
Very cool.
well,
Cool. Yeah, we appreciate your time. I don't know how much time you have, but
I got as much as I need. I'm
okay.
I'm pretty open for the night. So,
All right, cool.
but yeah, I mean, God's been blessing me. You know, I turned my life around, got baptized through there, and I'm gonna be taking Bible study classes with them. I do my own little Bible studies during the morning. About 4 o'clock every morning, I get up, even though I don't got to be at work till 7 or 8, depending on when I get picked up. Which I'm fortunate enough, my boss has a vehicle that my foreman drives, and he comes and picks me up and takes me home from work. So, you know, they pretty much, whenever I need something, if it's to go to the grocery store or to be picked up from work or taken home, they're very well. They've been blessed, you know, pretty fortunate to get that with them. So,
Cool. Good to have people you can count on to help you, you know, for sure.
yeah, especially good people, you know, people who look out for your best interest and your future.
Yep.
'Cause there's not a lot of people out there like that, you know.
No.
And
Agreed.
he's cut me a pretty sweet deal. This camper I've got, it's a 38-foot Wildwood Heritage Glen. 38 foot.
Nice one.
It's not a big massive, yeah, it's not a big massive home, but it's something I can call mine, and it's home to me, and it's filled with God. So I don't imagine it could
There
get
you
any
go.
better than that.
Winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Winning.
Yeah. And then I started getting on social media again, and got a hold of my brother Nick, and then Nick introduced me to Bret, and then I got introduced to you, and well,
Okay,
here we
so-
are.
Here we are.
So Nick Gilroy, is that your brother?
No, that is one of my. Well, he's my brother now, but
Gotcha.
back when
Right,
I
yeah.
started, I met him through my music. I met him through my music,
Oh, all right.
and he's always been real supportive. I talk to him a lot. I talked to him earlier today. He usually calls me once or twice a week, so try to check up on
Damn.
each other and make sure we're all doing good and keep everybody in good spirits and
Amen.
like
Cool.
I said, family.
So
I
yeah,
don't look at strangers on the internet. I see y'all as family because I don't have family. I left my family up north. They wanted to bicker about property and life insurance policies when my parents died, and I didn't want nothing to do with that. One person was pulling me one way, the other person was pulling me one way, and I was like, well, I'll just sign a waiver and you guys can fight over it because what I want I can't have back until I'm in heaven. So
there you
Fair
go.
enough.
Yeah, no doubt. So how did you get started in music?
my mom had passed away 3 days after my daughter was born, and I kind of needed an outlet, and I never wanted to be a rapper or anything like that. I grew up on Metallica, Pandera, Godsmack, all you know,
Hey,
There you go.
like me.
and alternative music, you know. And it just fell in my lap. I got connected with a guy who had a studio, and he wanted to, you know, give me an outlet. And I was like, well, I ain't never tried rapping or none of that. He's like, well, I'll teach you how to do it. I'll teach you how to write strong songs and teach you how to turn your emotions into something that you could use to build a better future in it. I started in 2013. My mom died in 2008.
Oh, sorry to hear
And
that.
he had his own little street label, and I ran with it and got a bunch of promotion through people he knew. They had radio stations and interviews and shows, and I was doing 3 to 4 shows a week, and I ended up becoming the #1 artist in St. Louis, Missouri within 9 months. They put me on a Traffic Music Awards thing for recognizing local talent, and I ended up winning 7 awards that year.
Cool.
I think it's basically I got that much attention because my music was different. They were still following street style, and I was still learning, but I was more focused on what I could do with it. So I was speaking about, you know, anything that was in my way, I was pretty much going to run over. You know, I wasn't going to take
Right.
no for an answer.
Right.
Right on.
Now, I didn't have the greatest quality or nothing like that in my sound. I was still finding it, but I had one heck of a support team. I tell you that much.
Well, that's cool. So Pat's got quite a story to tell in his background in music too. If you want to chime in over there, Pat.
Yeah, mine was a lot like yours, Brett. You know, started out in high school. Actually, in elementary school, we had the same music teacher. we had a weird school setup, compared to what I saw across the country. Was all the schools were shut into one. So, the bell would ring, you go out to class, locker, and then the elementary school would be walking to the library or something like that. But that was nice. So you kept the same music teacher. Um, she started me out on drums, I think, like you, and then horns. I became the drum major, and one of the big things I did in that school was that I convinced them that they needed the bass and they needed a guitar in the band. So pep rallies, we do stuff like that. Moved away. I'm a military brat. We moved a lot, and I moved down south, and I met some fantastic guys down there, and that's where my music, I think, really started to become my life. Learned a lot of like old time stuff, old blues, rags, the music that started music, and that is developed into like Texas swing, and with that, that made me learn different music instruments, different music, and so kind of all over the place on what I do play. In a couple bands down south, nothing really around here. I never really connected with anybody here. I'm trying to again. I just connected with an old classmate too, Rochelle Williams, and
Oh, I
then
seen that. I seen your post there the other day. Yeah,
right.
cool.
But it's hard.
Yeah,
Same influences you guys had growing up, Metallica, Nirvana. Geez, you get into it.
Right.
Uh,
yeah,
and then after high school, did the punk rock thing for a long time. I played with Jason Favel for a couple years, and
Hey,
what a great drummer that guy is.
yeah,
And
yeah.
absolutely.
we had some fun there, and played some different parties around the area, and then once again I move away, and then go back down south, play with these southern rock guys, and but these guys are also playing a lot of mountain music and stuff like that, and I really like that. So
Right.
once again, I got to learn new
Hard not
instruments.
to get into that,
Oh, definitely.
once it gets going.
Yeah, there's not a genre I don't like, to be honest with you. Just as long as it isn't trashy or full of garbage. I mean,
Right.
it's music is
Well,
music.
and I want to say, music is
Absolutely.
very universal language, and it doesn't
Absolutely.
matter what it is. Um, no matter what the writer thinks as he produces a song, everybody's interpretation of it is different. It's
Yep.
really hard to write a song for a subject and have it be accepted that way. Maybe the guy who just did the Richmond song,
All
um,
right.
you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at.
Have you seen the Red Clay Strays, either one of you guys yet?
No,
They're really good, man. You gotta look them up. Uh, I know they're from the South somewhere. It might be Mississippi. I forget for sure now, but yeah, if you look them up, they got a lot of good tunes. Really good, man. It's like old school, but they're new. It's really cool. So,
I love stuff like that. It sounds like, it has that old ring to it, but it's
yeah,
it's
just
recent.
basic
So,
and it's uplifting. It's cool and they're spiritual. And um, yeah. So, anyways, if Brett, you want to chime in and tell
oh
these
yeah.
guys, because obviously I already know a little bit about your past.
Right. So little old me, hard to believe that that was once a thing. I think I was like 2 when I was little. Anyway, I obviously started out on percussion, with percussion, jamming out with my pops. He was the guitarist, and we were kind of like the duo, you know. Played a lot of gigs, I'd call them, here and there. Nothing huge. Always wanted to do like the harpo thing or something like that, but never quite got that far. Did the pig gig one year. That was really cool out here in Peck, Michigan. Um, but yeah, I mean it started as drumming, and I guess like with the rhythm and the beat of things, I kind of fell in. I always loved Eminem since I was 6 years old. Coming from my uncle's room, I heard, "Hi, my name is," and then that's all that took. Uh, but
Yep.
drumming all that time, and then finally going to rap with it. It was easy for me. A lot of people would be like, "You've never rapped before, but you stay on beat and you're really good with the beat." And it's like, well, it's because I was kind of a drummer. I went from the drummer, now I'm doing this. type thing. But I haven't really skewed anywhere else with it, just do the rapping every now and then, and still got the drumming going when I can. I wanted to learn guitar with my dad, but I don't know if it was that I didn't have the patience or what it was, but I never really got into it. I owned a couple guitars, but never really learned how to play them.
I'm down to one, man.
Same.
I've went through so much equipment, guys. Thousands and
Oh yeah,
thousands of dollars worth
lots.
of guitars,
I've seen a
amps.
guitar or 10.
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, I understand that, man. I probably built my studio about 5, 6 different times.
I'd love to have a
Yeah.
studio and I could just live and do music every day, but everything's you got to have money. You got to make a living somehow. And just like doing this is there's no money in it, but I love doing it, and so maybe one day
Right.
there's a potential there. So
Yeah,
You got to start
absolutely.
somewhere. Mhm.
yeah,
Anything's possible. I never thought I'd get to where I was at.
yeah.
I never thought I'd move it either. But
Hopefully you come around
You'll
and
get
get all
back
that
there.
fixed, man.
Yeah.
I got a question.
yeah, yeah.
What instruments can you guys play, or do you play?
I'm pretty much good with all of them except for bass. I can play guitar. I can play keyboard. I can play pianos, um, xylophones, anything. I taught myself by ear, and then I went to school for audio and engineering at Extreme Institute in St. Louis, Nelly School. So I spent
Oh, nice.
18 months doing that. I got my degree with that. So they pretty much covered just about everything. And I had gotten a grant to pay for it. It was like 36 grand. So
Oh,
I took
nice.
advantage of it while I was there. So
Yeah, for me it's just drums really. Like I didn't really do anything other than the drums and rapping.
Yeah, myself,
yeah,
it's me. I'm drums, bass, guitar. I've always loved piano and wanted to take lessons. I mean, I can sit at a piano and throw some chords together, right? But
Yeah, I love
don't really
playing
know how to
piano, but
play
I
it.
don't know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Zach Wild is a huge inspiration
yeah,
for me. He guitar and pianist, man. He's amazing. But yeah, I'd love all instruments. I love banjo is awesome too, but it's tuned different. If you give me one that's tuned like a guitar, that'd be sweet. I know they make them, but I've never owned one.
Yeah, they make some resonator instruments that do
Yeah,
that. Sure. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think you play a lot of different instruments, don't you, Pat?
I mean, too many to list. I'm just
Yeah,
working on a mandolin now. I found a mandolin with a resonator online. I'm like, holy shit! I got to get my hands on that.
sweet.
yep. I love it.
Stand-up bass, play that a lot. Bass, guitar, horns, plethora of instruments. Like I said, down south, that these guys are so good. You have to learn a new instrument. You have to switch it because if not, you're not going to be able to play or compete with these guys. And that's always been stuck in that.
Yeah, I always wanted to learn how to play the saxophone and the violin myself. I never did get around to it.
Man, that'd be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of bluesy music down here. When I came down here, we actually moved to Tupelo, which is where Elvis is from,
Yep.
and then we had moved to Verona, where Elvis's parents were married, and I lived across
So
the
cool.
street from where their parents got married.
That's
So
cool.
cool.
Yeah, Haley, hey, your wife had mentioned that because did a podcast on Elvis. We read this book, If I Can Dream. Amazing. It's an amazing book if you ever get able to find it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we've got a online library thing, so I'll see if I can find it on Audible and I'll check it out. I like a good book.
So I
Absolutely.
think when we
Worth a
looked
read.
for it, it's like impossible to find it new. We had to buy it used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Luckily got good used copy though, thankfully.
It's an excellent book, and the guy that the basically the author, he's still with us. He's 86 or 7 years old. That's an amazing story. He spent a lot of years with Elvis, so really,
Yeah, it's still
very,
dark in here, but
There.
that's the best.
he was an amazing
Yeah.
person, man. Wow, for sure. Artist, obviously, an amazing artist, but an amazing person altogether.
Absolutely. You got to be to garner that much attention.
Oh, for sure, yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, who are some of your favorite bands, you guys?
Well, I was huge with
Free fan
Eminem.
or what? What are you talking about?
Right. So many bands, like so many genres and
Oh yeah. Puddle of Mud, Godsmack, Stain,
Yep.
Silverchair,
Right.
Candlebox,
Frog Stomp.
Metallica. Just a bunch of them, yeah. Stevie Ray
Yeah.
Vaughan, I like Stevie Ray. He was good.
Shoot.
Stevie Ray, in my opinion, is the best blues player that ever lived.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Disagree.
He
Disagree.
give BB King a run for his money for sure.
How about Hetty Ledbetter? Lead Belly.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Heck
hard
yeah.
to it's
Yeah,
hard to
it's hard not to. Yeah, it's hard to argue with that one. That's a very good point.
So yeah,
You ain't got no argument.
a lot of my music does focus on just that. It's the music that started music before electricity, and I have a controversial opinion that I think electricity ruined music, um, and I have my stances on that, but not that it's completely destroyed. And there's a lot of good things that's come of it. Some of that is with the radio. When radio started playing songs, they limited it to like 3 minutes. And the
Yeah,
idea was that people would get bored and turn the channel. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. You could compare it to like the TikTok thing or Reels, where
right.
people just
yeah.
scroll, and they always got to have this new information coming at them. And nobody slows it down anymore. And, that's why I think I have a hard time playing with a lot of people. Not that I don't play the jukebox stuff uh, I love the Beastie Boys, for example. So
Oh yeah.
uh,
Yes.
where do you go with that?
Right. Beastie Boys, Run DMC back in the day.
Yep.
We were just talking about Fat Boys crushing.
Yeah,
Remember
Cowboys.
that album?
Oh,
Beatboxing.
yeah.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go with the series other than maybe once a month or so. We want to just touch bases on music and whoever wants to join. We got a guy, I got a friend, actually, his brother lives across the street from us down here in Georgia. His name's Michael Brody, and he's doing really well. He just did a show in Florida last night. I talked to him today, and hopefully he's going to be on with us next week, trying to catch up with him and see where he's at. And hopefully we'll
Good
meet
deal.
up. He lives right close to us here. We're near Augusta in Georgia, so
Yeah. Not bad at all.
yeah,
I've been all over this country on shows.
yeah.
I've
I was
been
looking.
Michigan and Ohio.
You're like 4 hours and 20 minutes from us here in Georgia, so that isn't that far, man. We get some nice weather. We'll hit the bike and head over your way.
Heck yeah, you're more than welcome.
My dad will probably get to meet you before I do. What kind of shit is this?
Hey man, that's just how the cards fall. You gotta
No,
put it
I
that
know
way.
it. I know it. It's good. It's good stuff. I
You
like
got to
it.
be old to get somewhere, and look at
You got to be
Yeah.
old.
the old fogies here.
Well,
I
I'm gonna
guess-
say if you knew about me back then, I probably would have got to met you. I've done I think at least 6 or 7 shows up in Michigan. LaGrange, Cedar Rapids. I've done a couple shows outside of Detroit, so
okay.
Heck yeah.
I got to
So
meet
you kind of
meet
been around the area.
yeah, I've been all over the map. So I've done a couple shows over in Germany, and I've been
Oh,
on
that's
tour
really
with Tech
cool.
Nine. So I was
Oh
on tour with Tech
man.
Nine
Now we
2014 and
speak of my
2015.
language.
Yeah,
Tech Nine, is that who you said?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, I can imagine.
I've heard that Germany is a pretty cool place from people that have been over there. For in the
Yeah, Germany is nice, man. The people over there are so courteous. Like if they step on your shoes, they'll offer to take you to the shoe deal or shoe people over there and get your shoes. If you scuff them,
Shined up.
reshine them. And the food's amazing too, and just the scenery itself. I went over to Mannheim and another little place. What is it? Lichburg or Lich something. But what I met over there was pretty cool.
Yeah, and the paternal side of my family are actually from Germany. I have the papers when he emigrated in 1800 and something. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I've never
Right
been
on.
there.
Yeah, my wife's from Moss. Well, her father's from Moss, Norway. So
Hmm.
I live with a Viking.
Uh,
Yeah,
Temper.
right.
yeah. Well, she's got one, but happy wife, happy life.
There
That's
you
right.
go. Yeah, we've seen
She's
some.
been good to me.
We went to that Renaissance Festival the last couple of years, and there's some guys there that they just jam out. It's, simple stuff, but it's bagpipe and drums, and it's really cool. It's I actually got a little bit of footage of it. It's pretty cool. So, the music thing comes, it's all over the place, man. Different genres
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Man. Music is music. I don't know what else to say about it other than it's a universal way to connect. So
Absolutely. It can bring, you know, people that you wouldn't expect to be in the same room together in the same room.
absolutely. Like I said, I met Slaughterhouse 5 9. I've met Hobson. I've met Tech 9, Chris Calico, Lil Wayne, Young Thug before he got himself into trouble.
Before the
Boosie,
trouble.
yeah, I met Boosie and all. I
Jelly
probably met
roll,
a
right?
handful. Yeah, I met Jelly Roll through Eye for an Eye, Bubba Sparks, David Selby, which produced that album for Jelly Roll that took off.
hmm.
And that was back in 2013. I was competing against those guys in the Traffic Music Awards. So to see where they're at now and to know that, at one time I was actually larger than them and see them surpass what I did is just, it's incredible I don't care if a person gets to where they're going first before me. I just want to see you make it.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
absolutely.
for
And
sure.
be right with it because I made a lot of money and I had a lot of reach. I had at the time before things fell apart, I had 4.6 million followers. I had made $6.7 million, but I got into the bad side of it. Got hooked on some things I shouldn't have been hooked on. Did some things I shouldn't have done, and God seen that I didn't appreciate what He gave me and sat me down and humbled me, and now I have a newfound respect for what He's given me, and hopefully following his steps now will bring it back to my life where I can do something with it because I want to give most of the majority of the way, build foundations and help homeless people and veterans and stuff like that. Things I should have done from the get go, but I never got to because I never had the mindset that I have now. So
Yeah, cool. Well, I hope
No,
that works out for you, man, for sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
if God wants it to be, it'll be.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yep, got to walk by faith, not by sight. That's for
Exactly. 'Cause we're all blind.
sure. You ain't
That's the
lying.
way I
Yo.
look at it. I got tired of running into walls.
Like the June bugs of society,
Mm.
right into
Yeah.
the wall over and over again.
Kind of like, our pastor was sick this morning, and he won't be doing the sermons, but he had his nephew doing it today, and he's talking about condemnation. Like it's a jail cell, but the door's open. God unlocks the door for you. You just got to walk through it instead of trying to figure out a way out. Just walk out it. He's not going to lock you in it. But I just
Right.
couldn't figure it out. I was trying to do things my way, and then I had to come to the realization that my way wasn't no good. So
Right. Yeah.
now I
Well,
just walk with him, and whether it comes back or not, I kind of leave it up to him. I'm going to be chasing an ordained ship this summer. I'm going to be going to Lancaster College online to become a pastor. So, I do my Bible
Very cool.
study every morning and almost every night. Sometimes I'll take a break off to, refresh myself or to look deeper within myself to find me. Because for a lot of years I was just doing what everybody else was doing and thought I
yeah.
was going to get the same result, and I didn't.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it's not usually good to follow. Got to be the leader.
Yeah, that I had to come. I had to bump my head a bunch of times, get locked up a bunch of times to realize that. But I wouldn't take any of it back, especially knowing that this is where it's led me. So, you
And
know,
I'm,
Amen.
it's
yeah,
unfortunate.
I've never been to prison, but I've unfortunately been to jail, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I made a lot of stupid choices in life, and but
Yeah, me too.
Brett and I have talked about it
But
a couple times. If I wouldn't be the same person I am today if things didn't happen the way they did. So can't take it back.
absolutely, I look at it this way: our stories wrote. Whatever we do, He gives us free will, but he's got to correct us when we try to do things our way. So
Right.
Yep.
I learned that I don't control nothing. I'm just the servant.
Lead the way. That's right.
I was telling Brett, I was like, I look at him as my bulldozer. I just walk behind him. There's nothing that can get to me. There's nothing in the way.
Yep, that's what Jesus is, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so, since I let him in my life, got baptized and following his word, I'm a whole lot happier.
Yep. That'll happen for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just fortunate to have people like y'all in my life, gives me a little reassurance that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you definitely want to surround yourself with the better people.
Right. Surround myself with people who want better for me.
Yep, absolutely.
Good sports system. Man, I love that picture of that volcano behind you, Brett.
Oh yeah, that I don't even know what you call that thing. It's huge. It's huge. It
Tapestry.
takes up the whole wall. So I'm like, I like it. I'm keeping it. Actually, it was given to me
Yeah, I
from
like
our
it.
landlord. But
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Got your headphones crooked on over there again.
Yeah, they're a little crooked, okay? I can't control all the environment all the time.
Yeah.
You see the crooked headphones, man. He's got to call it out, man.
Well, you
It's because I called it out last time. We went a whole episode and I like watched it after, and I'm like, dude, seriously, the whole time my headphones are crooked behind me. And now that
Mhm.
something was said, now I'm looking at them again.
oh
Just had to
well,
Isn't
do
it
it.
funny? We never know until somebody else points it out.
crooked head,
Right.
crooked headphones on a crooked head. That's all.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Makes for beautiful music.
Yeah, it
Yes,
does.
So
Heck yeah, I enjoyed it.
absolutely.
Definitely have to set up and do this again. Like I said, I usually work from about 7 o'clock till 5 o'clock. So anytime after that, you guys want to set up, just shoot me a link, and I'll be more than happy to jump on here and connect with y'all.
okay, cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, we try to keep it to around an hour. Obviously, attention spans are about that long these days. So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
even to get somebody to watch for 2 minutes is pretty much impossible anymore, but
Yeah, unless you're famous or something, but
right,
we're not
Right.
that yet. So.
right,
And I've learned that fame isn't all it's cracked up to be, and rich ain't all
right.
it's cracked up to be. Having money's nice, but if you're not having it and using it for the right reasons, it's useless.
I'll take the fortune without the fame. Thank you. But,
Thank you.
you
Thank
know,
you.
yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we don't want to keep you, Jesse. If you got stuff to do, and we won't stay on too long, anyways. But we appreciate your time for sure, and we'll
Oh,
definitely have you back
absolutely love
on.
having you on, man.
You have to have
Absolutely, man.
keep us
Yeah,
updated
I've
on
had
where you're
fun.
at. Yeah.
Absolutely. I've got a new song that I haven't titled it yet. Well, I think I have actually, but it's on my phone and I don't remember what the heck it was. I've got so much going on, but that one will be dropping. I'm thinking I know I'm not going to drop it through Empire, because of the situation with them right now. So I'm looking at other distributors, maybe DistroKid or United Masters or
Okay.
Suno or whatever. So trying to just see where that's at, and then I'll probably be recording it sometime this week, Lord willing, if I get time and I ain't absolutely drained from work. But planning on having it out this Friday, so it'll be one of my first Christian based hip hop songs. So
Well, cool. Yeah,
Very
keep
cool,
us
man.
updated, man, and we'll share it out for you.
I'm excited about
Absolutely.
that. I'm gonna have my wife make the cover, so I don't really have that artistic mind to make it. I'm more the writer kind of deal, and
Right on.
That's cool. You guys are like a little team though, and that I love how that works. It's cool.
absolutely, she's been doing my stuff for quite a while, so it saves money to have in house instead of outsourcing it.
Yeah, no, that's the
Right,
truth.
right. Heck yeah.
The album cover, they've been getting more expensive every year, so I'm like, I ain't paying you $100 to do that. I can have my wife do that and look just as good for free.
Right.
And there you go. Right.
If not better.
Yeah, and then I also have a shirt I'm coming out with for my brand. It's called "He Saved Me." No refunds needed. I'm
Oh, I've seen
telling.
that.
If I can manage to sell them, I'm going to take the proceeds from it and give it to my local homeless shelter up here in Tupelo, where I was staying. I got a bunch of friends up there still, so trying to provide them food and clothing for winter. So
Very
Well,
cool.
cool. Yeah.
trying to get back to community and help people that were there for me when I needed somebody to help me stay grounded.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about, man. Full circle. Well, all right,
Absolutely.
Jesse. I guess like I said, we appreciate you joining, man, and we'll let you sign off, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon, and we'll wrap up
Rock
from
on,
All
there.
right.
brother.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Great meeting. It was great meeting you. We'll
Stay-
be in touch.
Yeah, nice meeting
absolutely. You guys enjoy your night.
You too, man.
You too,
Thanks.
brother.
you.
Yep. God bless y'all.
God bless you
God
too,
bless
man.
him.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. Pat, we appreciate
Yeah,
you joining as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
absolutely.
Um,
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, Brad, I've heard a lot about you, and it's nice to put like you said, a face to the name. And hey, before we get off here, what's your opinion on AI and music now?
AI and music, well, it's crazy. That's another thing I didn't even think to talk about. Um, yeah,
As far as
I've
goes,
heard some AI that is just it's mind-boggling, man. Because if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. You know,
Right.
right.
it's nuts. I mean,
I think that for like designing like cover art for your CDs, it's a great thing, but I don't like the whole making your music for you. I don't like that.
Yeah, how are you ever going to tell? So,
right,
I could tell AI to
Right.
write songs, and then I go perform them, and I say they're mine. Um,
You
I
wouldn't,
like the AI in the respect of, you could take let's say a Metallica song and turn it into yacht rock or something like that.
right.
It's kind of fun, and I see guys doing that, but I'm like, I'm super worried about it. I'm like, well, will this destroy true artists? You know what I mean?
That's what I
So,
kind of sit at is, I think it has a very large potential to destroy the true art form of music, of making the music, the talent aspect of music.
Yeah, well, AI in general, I think is definitely it is scary because if you look at it now, now it's growing so fast that you can't even you can't even fathom the speed that it teaches itself.
sure.
Right.
You Google something, or I don't care what platform you're using, AI is everywhere now. We're not getting out of it. So it's kind of scary because it'll be controlling things, which I'm sure it's already controlling things like our power grid and major hospitals. I mean, right down to in our military. There's a lot to be thinking about. Hopefully the good will outweigh the bad, but I guess time will tell. You know.
Right. Sure.
Well, hey Pat, maybe we can when I'm back in Michigan sometime we can all get together and throw some tunes together, me, you, and Brett. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that'd be
that.
awesome.
Yeah, we'll get together for sure.
Absolutely.
So yeah, like I said, we appreciate you joining, and we try to keep these to
Very
about
much.
an hour and that. So
All right. Well,
we'll
thanks for having me on, guys. We'll do it again. Keep in touch, Brett.
Absolutely.
for sure. Thanks
All
again, Pat.
right.
We'll talk to you soon, man.
Right, bro.
Very cool.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Jesse already messaged me and said, shoot me a link when you're done with the podcast and I'll help push it out to the fan base and help us grow. I really enjoyed the time. Thank you for the opportunity. Love you all.
Oh, cool.
So, for sure.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate both of them joining us. And
Yes.
if anybody was watching us live on Facebook, we appreciate everyone tuning in. This will be as a plan is to be our continued live platform weekly at least. I'd love to do it more, but at this point in time, still got to focus on income. Got to put bread on the table. So with that being said, we'll continue to at least do it once a week, and hopefully we can grow this and get more people to join us with. Music will be the one thing we can come to once a month or so, or depending on how it goes, maybe twice, and then do a couple other things in the meantime.
I have a feeling that'll probably be the easiest to get guests for too.
Right.
Music
And
one.
it's just generally easier for us too, as well as, obviously being quote unquote musicians.
Right.
We have plenty of friends that are musicians as well, John Valdez, Troy Williams, Ryan Roberts, Pat Heffron now, Jesse.
Right.
So yeah, definitely. Anyways, we're going to sign off for the night, guys, and we appreciate everybody tuning in.
Very
We hope
much
to have
so.
Michael Brody on next week. If you're watching, Michael, I'm gonna hunt you down. Just kidding. No, but hopefully we'll have Michael Brody on next week. I spoke with him earlier, and he said he'd love to. So hopefully we'll be doing that, and I'll be sporting his shirt, and we can help him grow because he's growing pretty quickly, and that's cool for him. So
For sure. And remember, guys, to like, comment, share. We appreciate it more than you know.
absolutely, we'll see you next week from Grovetown, Georgia. Peace.
Peace from Peck, Michigan.